If your 5th gen 4Runner spends time in water, or if you live in an area where you experience road salt and are prone to corrosion, then you might end up finding yourself dealing with a shifting issue like I did.
All right, today we're going to tackle, in our 2013 Toyota 4Runner Trail Edition, we've got an issue with the shifter here. So you can see there's a check engine light that's on, the traction control is off, and we've got our off-road system here with the multi-terrain select flashing, which means it's not operable right now. We've run into an issue with the shifter, and it's just not registering what gear it's in always. And so if I shift it from reverse to neutral to drive, the shifter itself has become a little sticky. If I go to the manual shifting and then I work my way down, right now it's working. What I've noticed is that when I'm driving, it will shift into fourth, and then if I try to downshift or upshift, it'll just revert back to drive and it won't do anything. So this has been an ongoing issue for me. I'm not sure exactly how it started, but I have some ideas, and I think it might be either the shift linkage down below, which might have become corroded with just water, dirt, and salt over time, or I might actually have a problem in the shifter itself. Was on a road trip, and there were basically a bunch of things in the center console, and I think it may have been damaged, or when something hit it or something, and maybe just knocked it loose a little bit. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get under the car and check the shift linkage and just try to clean it up. And there's also a connector there. Also, probably, I think it goes to the shift position sensor near the bell housing of the transmission. So we'll take a look at that and let's see if that solves the problem. If not, we'll work on the shifter. All right, so I want to show you what code we're getting here. I got the check engine light here that's on. So, all right, so we got our scanner tool hooked up. This is the code I'm getting, P0705, the transmission range sensor A circuit, input into the shifter basically. So let's investigate further and let's see what we can find underneath the car. All right, I wanted to share what I'm going to actually be using. I'm going to use some PP Blaster to break up any of the corrosion and the rust that is there in the shift linkage. Then after it's cleaned out, I'm going to add some HHSK, which is a really adhesive lubricating oil, great for moving parts, especially that get in contact with a lot of moisture or salt especially, and you really want that lubricant to stick around. It's really great for door hinges and especially areas under the car. So I'm going to use this, and then I'll use some contact cleaner for the electrical connector down there. All right, coming in on the driver's side, look for the first catalytic converter, and up behind that drive shaft here, you'll see the shift linkage, which is right there. You can see how corroded it is. So sprayed that with some PP Blaster, clean up the corrosion, and hopefully loosen it up as much as possible. All right, coming in on the passenger side, if you get up under the passenger side door, again, just find the first catalytic converter and look behind it, and there you will see the connector for the neutral safety switch, or the shift position sensor, I think it's also called, which is right there. And you'll see that gray connector right there. So I just clean it out with some contact cleaner as well, and let's see what happens. All right, I just started the car after cleaning out the shift position sensor, that neutral safety switch sensor connector with some contact cleaner, sprayed some PP Blaster on the shift linkage. I was also careful to clean up any of the PP Blaster that I got up around any of the rubber boot or anything else that wasn't metal around there. So just be careful, you don't want to get too much PP Blaster or WD-40 on anything that's rubber. And now let us put it into gear. Right now you see that as I start up the car, there are no lights on the dash, no check engine light. I did not clear anything previously when I had the scan tool connected. And now let's see what happens when I put it into reverse. And I am on ramps right now, so we will slowly let the car off ramps. Okay, so I got the car down off the ramp, and let's just go through the gears. We're in neutral, we're in drive. Let's shift over to the manual gear selection. Got fourth, got third, second, first. We'll go back up, over to drive, into neutral, reverse, and park. All right, so hopefully that has resolved it for now. I don't expect that this is going to be a permanent fix. I will probably have to get up there under every oil change and just continue to clean it out, and also continue to lubricate it. But I guess that's become part of regular maintenance for these cars now. This is a 2013 with 117 plus thousand miles. It does see a lot of moisture, it does see a lot of snow, road salt, all kinds of things that contribute to the corrosion, and I guess just overall dirt and grime that builds up under the car. So it is probably one of those regular maintenance items I will need to add, and then if anything more catastrophic happens, I will look to replace that shift position sensor, or hopefully nothing else major is required. Again, this is a 5th gen 4Runner. These are pretty rock solid. You don't expect something like this to become a major repair, but let's just chalk it up under regular maintenance now. All right, I just took it for a little drive, went through all the gears again, manually shifted the gears. Looks like everything is working okay. Didn't have any errors or a check engine light come on, so hopefully we're good to go.